Hello, book nerds. I kind of got a lot more books recently. So we're going to do a book haul. We're just going to ignore the fact that I have 16 new books to share with you when I said that I wasn't going to be buying a whole lot of books this year. We're just going to skedaddle on over that. The first one I'm going to talk about is Tuck Everlasting. This is the graphic novel. This is by Natalie Babbitt. I haven't actually ever read the original, just Tuck Everlasting story before. My friend got this for me though as a late birthday present, so I'm very excited, and it is on my TBR this year. For those who don't know what Tuck Everlasting is about, it says it is a timeless story about immorality, friendship, and growing up. I have watched the musical for this, so I know the story. Just haven't read any version of it yet, so I'm excited to do that. And then the next one that my friend also got me was Cursed Princess Club Volume 5. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I had talked about these. It's really, really super cute. So this was a webtoon that is being turned into like a little graphic novel thing. And it is so stinking cute. So it says, meet Gwendolyn, living proof that princesses don't always have it all. Although she lives in a castle and her father is the king, Gwendolyn isn't the fairy tale princess and isn't conveniently attractive. But one night she accidentally stumbles upon the twisted world of the Cursed Princess Club, and her life will never be the same. So sweet. A lot of great themes of friendship and inner beauty and stuff like that. I will say there is a little bit of content throughout this series, not a ton. It's just a few little things that are very annoying, and I wish they weren't there. And I'll have I think I reviewed the first one, so I'll put that up somewhere if you're curious about my thoughts and that content and stuff. But I've still been reading it, and I love the series, even with the few little content things. It never gets from what I recall, it has never gotten crazy. So, but there is a few content things, which is pretty much the only reason and the only thing that has kept it from being a 5-star series for me. Moving on, I will say that most of the rest of these I think are Christian or written by a Christian author. I will let you know if one isn't, but I think everything from here on out is indeed Christian. So, next, I got When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer, or Gabrielle Meyer, I'm not sure. But this is the first in the Timeless series, and I've been hearing so much about this book in this series. And I have to check it out myself. I just have to. And so I went and I bought the book. I will probably do a specialized reading vlog if anybody's interested, because I'm just very curious to see my thoughts, and I know several people have said they're very curious to see my thoughts too. So if I'm wrong and you just hate that, just tell me in the comments. But basically, we have 2 timelines in this, and there's some time travel, and I think the girl has to decide which life she wants to live in, because she wakes up in the opposite one every day, relives the same day but in a different life, something like that. If I'm way off base, all y'all timeless fans can correct me in the comments. But it sounds interesting. It sounds like I could really enjoy it, but I do know that there has been some stuff about some content in this, so I'm very curious to see what I think about it. All right, and then next I have The Turquoise Table. This is by Kristen Schell. It says finding community and connection in your own front yard. So this is actually, it looks kind of big, but it's got pictures in small print or whatnot. And it says it's a simple way to connect with your neighbors and engage your community and build friendship. So it's all about hospitality, building community and stuff like that. It's one of our extra books for my nonfiction book club this year that I was just really interested in, and I found it at a really good deal. So I just went ahead and picked it up because I thought that would be easier. All right, and next is another Christian fiction that I've heard raving reviews about, and that is The Letter Tree. If I don't drop the book on my face, oh my gosh. The Letter Tree by Rachel Fordham. And I believe this is kind of a historical set in the 1920s. And I think it's kind of a Romeo and Juliet retelling. Nicole Deese was quoted saying, "Skillfully layered and engaging from the start, this dashing tale of a secret pen pals and forbidden romance set in the 1920s is sure to win the hearts of readers everywhere. An absolutely delightful read." And I want to say, I'm going to be like, so I'm so sorry if this is wrong. But Whitney, I think this was the one that you were raving about. I think. Let me know. Was I way off base? Was it another Rachel Fordham? Did I pick up the wrong one? I don't know. But I know that this one has been around. So I got it. We're going to check it out. All right. And then I did just read Of Love and Treason by Jamie Ogle last month in February. And so I just had to pick up another book by her. I am so intrigued. I loved her writing style, loved the setting of like this ancient historical fiction. And this is her only other book, I think, right now that's published. She has another one coming out in May, which I am super intrigued by and excited for. But this one is As Sure as the Sea by her. And Amanda Barrett is quoted saying, "Breathtaking and deeply inspiring. The Roman Empire comes alive, but the journey of the characters transcends the centuries." So this one is set in Roman Empire in AD 310. So I'm super curious about this. She did like the faith themes and Of Love and Treason so well. I'm so excited to dive into this one next. Also, if y'all are new here, I don't like to give a whole lot of info on books because I like to go in without knowing the entire story before I read it. So that's just me. Honestly, these whole like the back of these books being like, what is that? What is that? Like, I don't need that much information. I need like 1 to 3 sentences. Give it to me quick, engage me, like catch my attention, or I'm gone. Like, same with the cover. Like, catch my eye with the cover. Anyway, I think some of my southern drawl just came out. I apologize. The next book is Sign Me Up by Dulcie Dameron, and it is a sweet romantic comedy. Now, Dulcie Dameron is a Christian. I don't know if this one has any faith elements. I know some of her books do, but I'm not sure if this one does. It is just a clean, like, rom-com, and this one really interested me because I believe our main male character is deaf, and so the female main character is trying to, like, communicate with him through sign language, which I love and adore. And if anybody doesn't know, my middle child has some speech problems and she's in therapy for that, but we also use and are trying to teach her more and more sign language to use that as a bridge and help her while she is learning to speak. So I love the community and I love to see it represented in books. So this says at the top, "What's a girl to do when her coworker bestie sends her mixed signals during a work crisis?" Like, why do you need more than that? Anyway, super cute. I'm excited. I have read Dulcie Dameron before. One of her books I absolutely adored. The other ones have just been kind of good, but not like amazing. So we'll see what I think about this one. And the next is Theo of Golden. This is by Alan Levi. And if you haven't heard about this book, I guess you've been living under a rock and this is the first video you clicked on in a very long time, in which case, hi, welcome back to civilized society. Theo of Golden, it is going around like crazy, and it is not a Christian book, but the author is Christian and it is said to have Christian themes, but it is like top of the charts everywhere. Christians and non-Christians alike are liking it. I mean, come on. I've heard such great things, and after hearing Laura Jean talk some about it, I was like, girl, I'm sold. I'm sold. I need to pick this up. I need to pick it up. So I believe it follows a man who comes to a small town or city, I'm not sure, called Golden. And I believe it has something to do with him buying portraits or something and returning them to their owners, something like that. It's a slower paced book, but the way Laura Jean talked about it, I was like, I want to soak it in too. So I bought it. Also, this is just a beautiful cover. It's so simplistic, but it's like, it's beautiful. I love that. All right, and next, my husband actually pre-ordered for me, and that is Just Friends by Haley Pham. This just came out. Well, by the time this comes out, it might have been like a week or something, but it just came out when I'm filming this like a few days before, and I am so excited for this because Haley Pham is like probably the biggest booktuber on BookTube, and she is a Christian, so I know that she doesn't like spice in her books, and from what I've been hearing so far, there's not supposed to be any spice in this, so like that is great. That is great for us. And for anybody trying to get into, like, it takes a while. It takes a while to find the clean genre, to find these good Christian books and stuff like that. So I love it when there are books coming out like this that are hyped, that can bridge that gap of, hey, this doesn't have a bunch of awful sexual content in it. So absolutely adore that. Um, and I have no idea like what this is supposed to, but just that just looks like Ryan and Haley to me. That's kind of funny. Um, but yeah, this is also supposed to have, because it's one of her first, yes, it has a chapter that she annotated in the back, which I'm like super excited about. Do I know what this is about? It's about Blair and Declan and grief. It's about Blair and Declan, second chance romance, grief. That's what I know. And I feel like that's all I really need. The little thing at the top here says a heartwarming and spoon-worthy romance about childhood friends reconnecting after years apart. Why do I need 3 more paragraphs after that? Next, I have Well Said. This is choosing words that speak life, give grace, and strengthen your faith and family. This is by Sarah Molitor, which I follow her on Instagram and have for a while. I adore her channel. She seems like such a sweet and kind person. And this is our book club book for the month for my Christian nonfiction. And both me and my mom need to read it. And I was like, I might as well just buy it. So I just bought it so that we could both read it a little bit easier. And I'm super excited for it. It's honestly like shorter than I thought it was going to be. So I'm excited to read that one. I think that's might be the only nonfiction I have in this book haul too. All right, so next I have Come Forth as Gold. This is by Erica Erica. I'm sorry that I can't say your last name. And it says it's a sweeping tale of love, loss, and the renewal of faith in the face of tragedy. So, do I really like need more than that? At the very end, it kind of like gives off some questions, and it says, why does the sovereign God permit tragedy to happen? Is the sinner worthy of forgiveness? Will he ever find hope again after losing the girl he loved? So, like, to me, that's really all I need to know. And I adored this cover, and a couple people I follow on Bookstagram I saw talking about this and raving about this. So, Christian, I'm not sure what this is. Is it? I don't think it's historical. Maybe just like contemporary fiction. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know. But horsey, all my horse squares out there. I like having a horsey on my cover. All right, this next one is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna fawn over it. My husband told me to get this and kind of like got it for me. Anyway, I did not realize I was getting such a beautiful version, and that is The Pilgrim's Progress, guys, by John Bunyan. This is the Legacy edition. I hope you can see this okay. This is the Legacy edition. It also has like a little quote on the back and a sticker that I haven't gotten off. Gold. I don't know if you can see that. Look at, I swear these glasses have saved me from like poking my eyeball out. I don't know how many times. Look at how pretty. So this version has illustrations along with little Bible verse inserts on the side here. So that's what that is. I love that. Absolutely gorgeous. Bloom and Book Club here is reading this month. It's on my 20 priority books to read this year. So I really wanted to read it with them. My husband's version is the like Old English, and it's really intimidating to me. So he was like, I'm gonna get you a nice new shiny version that you're not intimidated by. And I'm very much not. And I adore this. It's so beautiful. So thank you for that, baby. So much. I'm fangirling over this right now. So, all right, next up is actually classic. So this one is not a Christian. But by the way, I don't tell you anything about the Pilgrim's Progress, but most people already know it. It's like a classic Christian allegory. So, yeah. Anyway, this is a classic, but not Christian. So this is The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. I believe I heard what's her name? Oh my gosh. I'm ashamed of myself right now. I think her name's Haley. Is it Haley? It's something with an H. I feel very bad right now. She's super sweet. I adore her channel. She's a homeschool mama too. And I remember hearing her talk about this, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds like a cute little classic that I would like." So it says, beguiling, witty, and gently comedic, The Enchanted April tells the story of four very different women who escape dreary London for an Italian castle in Portofino shortly after World War One. Now that's how we give a book description. I mean, there's more, but one of it is just about the author, so there's really only one paragraph. But that's how we describe a book in my book. Another one that she recommended was Michael's Gentle Life. This is a family love story by Karen Andrillo. Can I just say I had seen this before and had it kind of like on my wish list for a while, but after seeing her mention it and talk about it a little bit, I was like, I've got to get it. I've got to get it. And the back just says, "Who's Michael's gentle wife? Her name is Carol, and Michael Weaver adores her. A happily married couple in a novel? Imagine that." Like, don't you want to pick this up yourself after hearing that? Like, come on. First off, yes, I want to read a happily married couple. Like, I'm a happily married woman, and I want to read that in a book and be happy. Also, this thing is huge. When I saw it online, I was like, oh, cute. This thing is humongous. This is 479 pages. What is up with me reading literally within like 30 pages, like 1 to 30 pages of 500-page books lately? Like, I don't know, but they're also being some of my favorite books. Am I becoming a big book girly? I don't know. I'm here for it. I'm getting more 5 stars this year than I feel like I've ever gotten. So I bought it. It's on my TBR shelf. We'll see when I get to it. The next one is War of Crowns. This is the first in Ashley Willingham's. Oh, actually, is this series called, like, is it the War of Crowns series? Just as an epic no spice fantasy romance, and it is book 1. Okay, is that the series name? Let me know in the comments because I'm confused. Normally the series has a name. Anyway, Kay has raved about this. If you don't know my girl Kay, go check her out. Raved about it. It's another one on my priority TBR for this year. So it has been described as a Christian Game of Thrones. Another chunky book too. Yeah, this one's over 500. I think it's 512 pages. So finally got a 500-page book, apparently. It's been really bothering me. I've just been like, that's 500 pages to me. Like, you're 30 pages or less. I'm serious. 2 of them, I think, have been within like 6 pages of 500. And I'm like, that's close enough. All right. And then the last book that I got was A Voice in the Wind by Francine Rivers. I believe this is going to be the book club pick for Oshina's book club in April next month. I think it's April, May, and June, or maybe it's May, June, July. I can't remember, but it's either April or May. It's coming up soon, and from what I've heard, I feel like I'm gonna like this. And it's ancient historical fiction, so it's after the Bible ends, after the temple destructions and stuff. So it's nothing during the Bible. So I feel pretty comfortable trying it out. And I liked the other kind of ancient historical fiction a lot, so I'm excited to check this out. and see if I like it. So that is the 16 books that I just got since my last book haul around my birthday. So let me know in the comments, have you read any of these? Do you want to read any of these? Did I introduce a new book for you that you're now interested in? I'd love to know about it. And if there are any books here that you are especially excited to see my thoughts on, want a specific reading vlog, kind of like I talked about possibly doing with When the Day Comes, let me know in the comments. I love to hear feedback from you guys. I try my best to be like, pick what I think would interest most and what I think has the most like traction and stuff and interest in it to pick for like reading vlogs and stuff like that. But it's always great to hear from you guys. So please let me know down below if there's any in particular here that you'd love to see in reading vlogs. And have you gotten any new books lately? Please let me know down in the comments and help me feel a little bit less book hoardery right now because I just got 16 more books. I mean, 2 were gifts and 2 were also gifts from my husband. So, I mean, I got like 12. That's still kind of bad though. So, anyway, I'm gonna go try to go find a place for all of these books. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!